the schedule pretty consistent. You know, pretty much the same way. We have done a few more 11-on-11 things. You know, I don't know. I think everybody looks at it a little bit differently. I know that there's good energy right now. I know that guys are enjoying practicing right now, and they're playing with a lot of energy. You know, we do some tempo things at the end of practice. You know, more team oriented, but you know, the schedule really hasn't veered all that much. But I do know guys are playing with a lot of energy right now.
So he was exaggerated maybe just a little bit.
I don't know. I probably have to go back and look. I think when you look at the preseason, there probably was more team reps,
Okay.
especially when we didn't have pads on. We're really trying to learn how to practice against each other with no pads on. So that's probably what he's referencing.
Second row left, Bill.
Ryan, I know you guys are playing with a lot with two tight ends, and it looks like maybe Austin's playing some H, at least a little bit. Where is Jalen Gill and trying to get on the field more, and what are you looking to see more from him?
Well, he's getting an opportunity in practice, and you know, the more opportunity you have, you know, the better chance you have to go get on the field. And so that's, you know, he's one of those guys that has to step up with this opportunity. And you know, he had a lot of guys in front of him. He's had you know, he's had KJ, he's had Paris, he had, you know, CJ, and you know, Austin's playing some H2. We had, you know, like you said, 12 personnel, and so, you know, now he's getting pushed to the forefront. So you know, he's got to practice, you know, to a point where everybody trusts him on the field, and so he's going to have that opportunity. And now it's a matter of what he does with the opportunity.
Right next door, Ari.
Hey Ryan, before you were the head coach here, some like widely known, I guess, that you had some other opportunities to be a head coach elsewhere. And I was wondering, during that time, what was your mindset in terms of staying here? Did you foresee, hey, coming back to Ohio State, it's important that, you know, I wait for the best opportunity for me. There's a chance that this could happen. What did happen? Like, can you just take me through the thought process of like what you were thinking at the time when you could have left and gone somewhere else?
Yeah, I think it was hard at the time because we were always in the middle of the season. There was so much at stake here every week that it wasn't like it was the off season where you could sit around and think about those kind of things. They were all happening really fast. And my family loved Ohio State. And, we were tired of moving around, you know, and it's always good to you know, be courted. It's good to have offers, but at the same time, this is where we wanted to be all along. You never could forecast what was going to happen like this, but we certainly didn't want to move or go anywhere. And especially when you get to a place and you're recruiting certain guys and you get them into your program and you feel like, you know, you're building something on offense. That was really good. And you know, I didn't think too much of it and had those conversations with Coach and with Gene and felt like this is home and we're making it home and we love it here. So.
How prudent does an assistant have to be in terms of not just jumping for the first opportunity, but jumping for the right one?
Yeah, I think that's really important, you know, and it's, you know, you can't really, you know, everybody's different, you know, it's not one certain way for everybody, but you know, this place is a special place, and I think, you know, being an assistant coach or a coordinator here is better than being a head coach at some other places throughout the country. I just think it's that special of a place.
Front row right, Bill.
Jordan Fuller seems to be the guy, if you were going to have a most likely to succeed, he might be that guy on this team in terms of off the field stuff. What would you want to say about him in terms of the academic stuff, the play obviously, but just him as just a guy?
Yeah, he does everything the way you want your son to do it. If you had a daughter, you want her to marry. You know, I mean, that's the kind of kid he is. He does everything right. He's academic All-American. He's you know, a tremendous football player. He's playing at a high level right now. He's got really good leadership. You know, he does things off the field. He's very respectful. He's a team captain. I mean, it's like, how many things can you do right, you know? And that's Jordan, and we're really blessed to have him.
Front row right, Austin.
Ryan, I want to respect your injury policy. Just trying to get clarification on Tyreek from last week. Would that have been a precautionary thing, or was that a new thing? I mean, it's in the second half.
Yeah, new thing. Yes, yeah, something new going on, and we'll just continually see how he does today, and then have maybe an update for you tomorrow.
And how important is he just to what you guys want to do with that pass rush?
No, he's a big part of it, you know, and he's part of that depth. You know, the good thing is that Larry's recruited well, and you know, we got some good depth there in case he wasn't ready to go, but we got some good guys in there, and you know, if he's ready to roll, then we'll play him.
Third row right, Dan.
Ryan, you've talked a lot about toughness, but you've also talked a lot about mental health and breaking down those stigmas. How do you balance those two things between making sure that guys are being tough, but then also making sure that they feel comfortable speaking up when something's not going right?
Yeah, because I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. Like, I don't think, you know, if you're tough, then you don't have, you know, to be aware of your mental status, you know, and I think they go together. And I think you can be physically tough, mentally tough and emotionally tough, but along the way, you may need some help getting there. Just like, you need help to get physically tough, you need some help to get mentally tough too. And that's okay. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay when you're struggling, and we want to make sure we have that environment. We have guys on the team that need help with that, and they ask for help, and we get them that help. And especially when you're at a place where people care about you, the coaches care about each other, the players care about each other, the staff cares about each other, then they want to be tough. And I think right now, I'm proud to say that we've played tough in these first 3 games. Now the challenge is going to be, can we sustain it throughout the season?
6th row, right, Spencer.
Ryan, you talked early in the season about the depth of the offensive line. I think he was really excited about that. But 3 weeks on film now, a lot of those twos and offensive line got to play. Do you still feel that confident in the depth there as you did 3 weeks ago before you saw these guys play in the real game?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard because we haven't played 4 full quarters really. So we'll see. We'll see as time goes on, and the season, you'll get to like midway through the season, probably have a better idea of that. But when the guys have been in there, they've graded out pretty well so far. That being said, there's still a lot to clean up. I keep saying that, but it's true. I mean, there's so many things that are going to show up as the season goes on that we need to get on right away. We got to get them fixed, and so we'll do that. Again, it goes back to how we practice. If guys are practicing at a high level, then they deserve to play. We'll put them on the field.
Far left, Lori.
Coach, just based on what I see on film, it doesn't look like you're holding anything back, but are you a coach who philosophically will hold back certain plays for bigger games later in the season? Are you ever in a situation where you're intentionally withholding something?
No, not really. I mean, I think each game plan is so different that, we'll kind of have our base plays that we have, week in and week out, but then we'll also have some game plan plays. And, those plays typically don't fit week in and week out. So if they're on the game plan, we'll typically call them.
Front row right, Tim.
Yeah, 2 questions in one. Number one, Damon Arnett and Jeffrey Okuda. I don't know how much you watched them the last couple of years because of your responsibility, but how much difference do you see in their actual play right now on video? I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, well, I think there's confidence there. I think there's belief in what Jeff's teaching. And, when there is a mistake, it's usually because of their technique, and they went away from the technique that's being taught. But again, this is just week 3. So really want to get a whole body of work in the season to really go back and evaluate where we're at with that. But I do think they're playing with confidence right now. I think you can see that physically. They're playing fast, they're playing tough.
And final questions, front row middle, Joey.
Ryan, this is kind of a bigger picture question in college football, but you mentioned the other day that Justin Fields was light years ahead of where you thought he would be. Joe Burrow's done well at LSU. Jalen Hurts is another transfer quarterback that's done well at Oklahoma. Why have transfer quarterbacks seemed to have had success this year? It seemed like maybe before grad transfers didn't come in and weren't as plug and play as they've been lately.
Well, I think you're talking about 3 guys that left 3, marquee programs. And, when you have a place like Bama, you have a place like Georgia, you have a place like Ohio State, typically you're recruiting some of the best players in the country. And, when guys, they want to play. And we understand that that's hard. And so, each individual case is unique to themselves. Jalen, Joe, they both got their degrees. And, they kind of fulfill their commitment here to the program. And so we wish him nothing but the best. That's great. In Justin's, case, he was really thirsty to play. He wanted to play, and I get that. He had a really good player in front of him, and so I don't think that that's something that should be throughout the country, or it's something that we want to support. But at the same time, it kind of is what it is, and we have to evolve with the times. And it's good to see all those guys doing well and embraced in programs that are all doing well as well. So.
I'm sorry, we got time for one more. Front row left, Nathan.
One of the other things that B.B. Landers mentioned earlier this week was how much it challenges this defense to go against Justin Fields in practice. What ways are you seeing that be a positive influence, I guess, on this defense?
Yeah, and I think that anytime we go against each other, that really helps things. And so, whether it's Chase Young going against Aaron Mumford, or Justin going against and Austin Mack going against Damon Arnett, or working against one of the linebackers, and Jeff Okuda working against Ben Vick. I mean, anytime we can go good on good, that helps us, because I always tell the tackles, if you can block Chase, you're probably going to be able to block most of the guys in the country. You know, if you can pick up a blitz by Malik Harrison, you're probably going to be able to pick up a lot of guys in the country. If you can tackle Master Teague, you know, you're probably going to be able to tackle a lot of the guys. So that's the whole idea of this thing, is that iron sharpens iron, and we work against each other, we get better.
Hey,
Does that
Ryan.
skill set let you give more looks or something against? I think just because being a runner and passer, he can maybe show you different things.
Well, he can do a lot. He can do a lot. He's very versatile, and so when you're dealing with Justin, you have to be able to stop the pass, you have to be able to stop the run, and you have to, you know, handle the opportunity for him to scramble as well. And you know, we have to handle all those things that stresses out the defense.
Great. Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.